Hello and welcome to Disciples Liberation. In today's video, we're going to be going over combat a little bit more. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite lineups, who I choose from companions, backline, crystals that I use on my troops, and of course showing you a battle as well, the full battle and how it plays out. Now hopefully things plan out and this actually goes well, but if you want to see this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. We have well over 20 videos on Disciples in the playlist, so hopefully some of that will answer any questions that you have about this game. We also have a Discord, guys, so don't forget to join that if you want to talk, find people, just talk about the game and just share your stories. So let's jump into it. This is the lineup I'm using. I'm kind of halfway through, maybe a little bit more than halfway through my Play Plus version. But because, I kind of want to make this video more for everybody, I'm not going to be using all my companions. I'm just going to pick 2 companions. So that's kind of what you can look at using yourselves. For the companions, you can see we have this rather awesome area of effects specialist. I absolutely love her, to be fair. She is a ranged unit. She hovers. She's got high initiative. She has got high initiative because, of course, she's a companion, but I really like her. I think she's very, very good. We have a crystal to kind of power up her unholy damage. If we have a look, both of her effects, I believe, deal unholy damage. Let's see the first one. Both of them dealing unholy damage, so boosting that up is good. I would prefer a better crystal than the one we have, but unfortunately that's the only one I could spare. We also have our vampire. She is one of my favorite, if not my favorite companion in the game. I think she's absolutely brilliant. She doesn't quite have the health that other vampires have, but I do think she's a lot of fun. And of course, we're going to be using her with another vampire as well, kind of boost her up. And of course, she does have the shard that powers up her unholy damage. And if we look, it's really the second one. This is the big deal, and that does deal unholy damage. Absolutely amazing ability, by the way, too. We also have another one of these guys to go with the companion. I think that they're very strong. I think that ability number 2 is definitely the way to go. We're looking really to kind of deal as much damage to as many enemies at the start of the game as possible. As you can see, we're 120 initiative, which is okay. We also have the Holy Avenger. Now, Holy Avengers, I prefer them on the back line, but they are very good on the front line. Again, they are melee attackers. Again, we've got the 120 initiative. We are actually boosting that up, however, by an extra 10 with this shard. I think that's very important to boost them up. I think if you have them as their standard initiative, they're just a little bit too slow, and a lot of the battles already happen by the time they finally get their use. We do, however, have another vampire. This is actually a special vampire that we kind of awoke ourselves, but basically a standard vampire. And again, we're using the ability number 2. Really, we are also boosting up their power here with this epic shard. That's given us an extra 20% on unholy damage. Who else have we got? Yes, we also have one of the DLC. The Disciples recently got a DLC. This will be one of the characters that you can use. I don't know if you have the DLC or not, but it is worth picking up. It's quite fun. And they kind of act as a general. I really like them, to be fair. I think they're probably the best unit out of the 4 that actually got introduced. And it's really the passive that I quite like. It grants inspired and improved criticals to allies within 2 tiles of the Daughter of Sin. So if you have a amongst all of the troops. Basically, she will inspire them, giving them a +2 to morale, also increase their critical hit chance as well. Now, she is generally quite slow, unfortunately, on that initiative, so we have gone ahead and given her an epic shard, just to kind of boost up that initiative. We've got a +15 there, which is why she's now 135. Obviously, we've got Aviana, so we don't really need to talk about her. Backline, however, we've got some interesting options, because we did have some slightly better options for the backline. However, personally, this is my favorite backline. First of all, we have the Were Leopard. Absolutely love the Were Leopard. The backline ability is obviously why it's there. It grants quick to all allies, and that is a +15% to initiative. I think that's very strong, and it just helps us, ensures that we have the fastest troops. Hopefully we all hit first. We then have the Witch Hunter, which does attack from the backline. He deals divine damage and inflicts blind on the target. And then, of course, we have the Holy Avenger, which is just absolutely the strongest backline unit you can get. It unleashes holy energy. It attacks the target with the lowest HP, so we kind of have to do a little bit of work for that. But it deals divine light, or divine damage. The thing about this is, if it defeats the enemy, it goes again, attacking another target. Essentially, you can get some serious stacks with that. If you play it right, with a little bit of luck, the Holy Avenger can help you mop up. But yeah, so if you look, we are currently at 140 leadership. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't better troops that I could put in. I'm sure there are better troops. This isn't my ideal army, but I do think it's a very good army. I think it's very balanced, and I think that we have a few of the effects going in that I like to use. So we're going to have a look and see how this battle actually plays out. And this battle right here is a tricky one. As you can see, we're actually under level. They are stronger than us. So we'll have to see how this plays out and how this actually works for us. One of the downsides is they actually have two troops that are incredibly fast moving. They're actually some of my favorite troops in the game, to be fair. So let's have a look at the battlefield. We've got a couple of power orbs that we could pop up. This guy is one of the guys, the Imperial Assassins. Absolutely love the Imperial Assassins. Top troop. And I believe this is the other Imperial Assassin. Yes, he is. So we've taken on right now one of our companions. We want to try and get the most amount of damage possible, remembering that this gal right here is going to be taking over after. So I think possibly if I come here, maybe here, because I get an extra hit in if I move here. Pick up the power orb as well. I say power orb. There we go. And now we're going to activate our Y ability. As you can see, we are targeting 5 people with this one attack, which I quite like. So let's do that. Ooh, there we go. There's some good damage here. Now with Aviana, who do we want to target? Now, Aviana, I've gone down the 2 spell route. So that's what we can do. We can do 2 spells right now. Maybe thinking about Exploding Corpse, remembering that that does actually hurt me as well, so I need to make sure I pick the target wisely. That didn't do too much damage. Let's go for some fireballs. Slightly out of range, but we can solve that. There we go. Now it is our vampire's turn, and again we are looking for maximum damage, really.
I smell you from here.
And again, we are attacking 5. Now this should actually kill off the Imperial Assassin, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to take out that Imperial Assassin because he was going to get his turn pretty soon. He's almost on death, so I don't necessarily need to worry about him too much. And yeah, let's do that one. Take him down to just a titch of health. He's also slowed as well, which is pretty good. We actually killed that target. Didn't mean to kill the target. I was trying to set up for the Holy Avenger, to be fair. Now, it's very important to notice that that guy just went stealth. Now, when he goes stealth, that can be a problem because I won't be able to target him with single individual attacks. However, these kind of attacks, where you attack an area, you can attack them. And when you attack them with that, you can actually knock off their stealth. As you can see, he's not going to be able to do that incredibly powerful ability now. So I quite like that. He is a very strong unit, by the way. Now, who do we want to attack? I think these guys are about dead, to be fair. So I think what I want to do is possibly walk up here. That'll do. It'll do for now. Now it's our Holy Avenger. Oh no, you messed up on the first one. That's my bad. Not quite strong enough. Hopefully next turn I'll be able to show off just how good the Holy Avenger is. But honestly, it is good. I just messed up. Now, it's perfectly okay that the companion died. It normally does, unfortunately. Like I said, she unfortunately has quite a low health pool for a vampire. So it's actually kind of better that they target her than anyone else anyway. And she normally goes first in battle, meaning that, you know, she's ahead of just everybody else. Round 2 kicks off and we get first pick. So let's see who we should attack. Let's do our main. Our main area of affectability is incredibly powerful. Then we can do our fireball. Again, that done a lot of damage. Let's put Aviana way back here.
We are the second woken. I thirst for your blood.
Guess we'll have a move around. Don't really need to worry about him. He should die from the Holy Avenger. Just going to move on for the next turn.
Glory will be mine.
Mind control. I could mind control. I just don't see that as the best option. There's a lot of AI very, very low. let's take care of him because he's actually going to get a go before we get a chance to attack him.
Die slowly, die painfully.
Pitiful thing. You will be remembered.
There we go. Move up here for the flank.
Your honor. Pitiful thing. I will crush you.
There we go. Holy Avenger actually got to get a chain. Very small chain, but it will do. Witch Hunter also follows up with an attack. And we move in again for Aviana's turn. But as you can see, it's been a pretty straightforward battle. Yes, we have someone in a graveyard, but it is a companion. Honestly, doesn't matter. I think that we could have played this slightly better and been a little bit more lucky when it came to the Holy Avenger on the back line being able to perform. But in the whole, I'm quite happy with this, the way things have gone. I think it's been quite smooth. We haven't lost anyone we didn't want to lose. And yeah, it's been good. Like I said, this wasn't the most optimized team, but I think it's definitely a good team. And I think I demonstrated just why those characters are good, the way I used them. And I think that every character can be boosted up if you use those crystals or those shards correctly. And honestly, the back line that I've picked, there isn't much better. Yes, the Witch Hunter can definitely be traded out. It is only, a relatively weak character. I mean, it's a tier 2 character. So we could definitely get better on that backline, maybe even pop a vampire on there. And it really does depend on the way you like to play. If you like to play very melee focused, then this definitely isn't the lineup for you. I personally like to play very ranged focused. I think if you're able to attack them fast and attack them at range, or if you have that range, it means you're able to actually take out the targets you want when you want. And it gives you a bit more control over your battlefield. I think range and speed is definitely the way to go when it comes to combat in Disciples. But guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Hopefully you found it entertaining. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Helps us out so much. And if you have any questions, then don't be afraid just to pop it down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer it as openly and honestly as I can. And if I can't answer it with a simple comment, you could always join a Discord. And again, if that can't solve it, I can always make you a video to solve or help talk through your question. But anyway, I've been a monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy, and of course, happy gaming.